Welcome back, Orleans, to more Syberia 3. Gonna try to head back to the tavern. With Kate Walker. I have no idea if I'm even going the right way. We're looking for the tavern. Kay Walker is drunk. Bitch is drunk. See too much Russian beer tonight, Kay Walker. Solicit this man. Solicit him.
Looking for cigars or some hooch? I'm even cheaper than the nomads.
Not exactly what I meant, but whatever. I gotta pee. Come over here and squat in the corner.
The way they treat the nomads around here is terrible.
Certainly is. Getting the cardio on. Warm up here by the fire.
I'd really suggest you steer well clear of Captain Oboe, miss. He's always basically drunk as a skunk.
Really? I know a guy that does YouTube shit. He's usually drunk as a skunk too. That's why he makes characters walk into walls and benches on purpose.
I'd rather be left here on my own if you don't mind, miss.
Wow. Really? You gonna turn down Kate Walker?
Captain Oboe?
Captain Hobo?
What do you want?
May I sit down for a second?
Go ahead.
Well, I'm sorry to impose, but I actually really...
You know, you kind of remind me of someone. The wife of the quartermaster that served on board the Crystal after the war. Do you realize he got married to the first cousin of the wife of a machinist?
Oh, okay. That's all really interesting, but what I wanted to ask...
That's a really great story, really.
This guy's drunker than I am.
Did you know?
Fuck. I'm envious.
So there. So the guy answers, I don't know nothing, Captain. Turns out he was hiding in the broom closet.
I like this guy.
Hilarious.
The drunk sea captain.
Irina, the wife of the quartermaster, her name was Irina Malevna. Crazy how much you look like her.
Oh, gee, it's getting late. I have to go. You can finish telling me the story another time, Captain Obo.
I hope you find the tavern agreeable, miss.
Oh, certainly. Best tavern ever.
Is everything okay, Kate?
Not really. I'd like to ask Captain Obo if the Yukon caravan can go on board his boat to cross over to Baranor. But I can't get a straight answer. He's completely sloshed.
I'm sorry, miss, but I really think you're wasting your time. He's getting drunk again to forget his crimes, like he always does. To forget he wasn't brave the way a captain should be. Can you believe it? In Baranor, he just picked up and abandoned his passengers. And I know, he'll never want to see that cursed place again.
I'm not sure that's true, lad. Even if he does drink a lot, the captain's a pretty good guy. Say the right thing, and you may be able to convince him.
If I'm ever lucky enough to find him sober, even for a moment, I need that drunkard to listen to me.
Maybe I can help you with that. I'll make him one of my famous small restoratives. After that, he'll want to sleep for 3 days, but at least his mind will be
This
clear.
is what the girls I date have to go through. They gotta find restoratives.
Please, hurry. With every
Beg
passing minute, the
for people to
situation for
hurry.
the Yukos worsens.
To bring
I'm
the
hurrying,
game order back to
but I can't make
consciousness.
this any faster than the music, miss. It's a very old and special recipe.
Has Captain Obo taken the crystal out of port since leaving Baranor?
He's been far too drunk ever since then for that.
And anyway, the port's been closed since the tragedy of Baranor 20 years ago.
Do you think the crystal is still in sailing condition after all this time?
I'm sure there'll be a few repairs to do, but Obo never stopped keeping it in shape, you know. He loves his boat, despite everything.
Do you know why Captain Obo fled Baranor?
He must have been completely traumatized by what he saw there. The catastrophe, the victims, and then the radiation. He unloaded the automatons on the beach, but he didn't expect they'd bring the survivors back right then. He just cracked, completely snapped. Full astern and goodbye all. Can you even imagine?
Afterwards, he came up with that story of a sea monster appearing and attacking his boat.
Yes, the old legend of the monster of the lake. Convenient, isn't it?
I want to see more automatons.
Who knows what became of the victims and automatons the captain abandoned?
No, everybody hates the captain for that. But nobody volunteered to take the helm of the crystal in his place to pick up the survivors. If there are any left in Baranor, they're all dead now, that's for sure.
Grandfather says that the
You just made a
automatons would
rhyme.
have broken down really quickly with nobody to maintain them.
Go see the captain. Sarah will bring you the restorative when it's ready.
Will she?
Take this, Captain. This one's on the house.
How's that taste?
My God! This piss water unbattens the hatches, swabs the deck, and opens the portholes. Hello, miss.
My name is Kate Walker, Captain Obo. We met each other earlier.
To what do I owe the honor of your presence at the table of the regrettably famous Captain Obo?
This is good news, Captain. You're back at the starting block again. You have a new beginning, a new dawn.
Now that's a good show of spirit, Miss Walker. What'll you be having now? It's my round.
What I'd like you to do is to help me, Captain. I could even say you're the man of the hour.
What do you mean by that, young lady?
The Yukon caravan has to cross the lake now. It absolutely must continue on its migration, do you understand? So I thought that maybe they could board the crystal. That way you could take everybody there to the other side, Captain. I know you don't have fond memories of your last crossing, of your departure from Baranor, but
Why the hell are you bothering me if everybody has already warned you about horrible Captain Obo? The gutless wonder.
you're right, Captain. It's safe to say that people don't have a particularly high opinion of you. But I think you're afraid to know where I want to take the Yukals.
Oh, listen to her. All right, then. Tell me where Miss Walker actually wants me to take her in my old tub.
You won't like this.
Stop going easy on me, would you? Where do you actually want to go, Miss Walker?
We're going to Baranor. That's where the migration is taking the Yukals.
Are you kidding? Baranor? In 20 years, nobody has landed. Nobody's even set foot there.
We're going to.
I saw the hellish red eyes of the monster of the lake.
God damn it.
Beast as big and long as my boat. Ask your Yukon friends what they think about it. They call it the Kilak.
Kilak.
The evil spirit of the lake. The devil guarding the doorway to hell.
The game order.
In that case, I'll buy the crystal.
What makes you think she's up for sale?
You've left her in the port to rot. She's completely run down. You haven't the money to keep her shipshape.
Oh,
I
snap.
have money, and I need that ferry.
She's a ferry, not a liner. The girl wants to take the helm of the crystal. Now I've heard everything.
I know that if the Proud Crystal had an equally proud commander at her helm, things would go better. But
Snap.
as you don't want to go on a
Snap a
voyage...
lava.
No, believe me, miss. I wouldn't really be doing you any favors by helping you.
Captain, please.
I'm sorry, but it's no.
Rejected.
Listen, Kate. Don't go giving up just yet. I'm pretty sure the captain can still be convinced.
He seemed pretty categorical, I'm afraid.
There must be some way. Go explore his boat. The crystal has always been like a home to him. Who knows? You may find something there that'll make him change his mind.
Why not? I'll
That's
give
a
it a
big
try.
hint.
Thank you, Sarah.
Literally go to his boat to find the answer to the next puzzle.
It's been hard to sell our produce since the port closed. And now those nomads show up and undercut us.
Damn.
We're
those
pretty lucky with all
nomads.
we've been through. At least we've still got places like this.
Yeah, it's like every bar in Texas. That's literally what it looks like. Fucking wood everywhere. Let's explore. Gotta check out the crystal. Crystal myth. Holla holla. Checking out the boat.
Anyone here?
I don't think anyone's here. Alright, so I picked up the logbook that was sitting right here. Skipped it in the camera. Unfortunately, the camera was paused when I did so, but I have it in my inventory. This is the logbook of... I'm a man, and because I err, I am man.
No matter what the captain says, this part clearly shows he wanted redemption. I have to go back and talk to him about this.
Baranor is the town just across from Valsambor, on the other side of the lake. Since that crazy mechanic from the west set up his amusement park there last year, all I was doing was transporting tourists going to it. That was before the accident in the power plant, before Baranor became the radioactive hell that it will remain for centuries and centuries. Lots of people survived the meltdown. They got way more radiation than they were supposed to, sure, but they came through it alive. So given the crystal's record, and its captain's too, the authorities immediately thought of us when it came time to go rescue those poor bastards. The mission was simple: unload the rescue team on the beach at Baranor Amusement Park, wait for them to come back with survivors, then take everyone back to Valsambor Clinic, until all the survivors were safe and sound. Despite the risk and terrible sight of all those bodies, the first few crossings went as planned. Then things got out of control, because that's when it arrived, fear. Everybody who says my name now, the way you spit on the sidewalk, will tell you, after all those crossings, the radiation finally put the wind-up oboe's sails. What he says he saw came straight from a bottle. The drunkards more scared of an atom than the RLC smugglers. But on my honor as a sailor, I swear that's all wrong. Sure, just thinking about all that pernicious radiation invisible to the naked eye and capable of burning you and creating countless mutations is enough to give me the cold shivers. Of course, it's put the wind up my sails. Worse in reality, a nameless terror, glacial and dark like a moonless night. But that's because I saw it. It, the monster of the lake, with all those arms stretching out forever, its evil eyes shining with the cunning and malevolent intelligence. Those eyes. So yes, I know I can never make up for the harm I caused by abandoning the rescuers and the last survivors in Baranor. But damn me forever. I'd also be lying if I never thought about going back to challenge the monster fair and square, look it right in the eyes and try to make up for my crimes. But what good would it do? That won't bring back the people I left to die. Nobody would forgive me. The facts have shown that I'm too gutless to agree to be led into hell by one of the most eminent representatives, if it's not going to do anyone any good. Totally gutless and selfish, ladies and gentlemen. Regardless, the only thing that counts for me now is keeping the lake and its inhabitants safe from my presence on board the Crystal Land. No more pretending. The truth is that I need to protect myself from the lake and that cunning devil it hides at all cost. Now I approach the end of these lines. I can't stop looking at the crystal's ignition key, that old trinket that's been in my pocket for 20 years, and that I've used so many times to set course on the lake. I see the bottle of vodka is empty, and yet my mind is clear, far clearer than when I fled Baranor, since my damnation. Right now, at this very moment, I know how to nip any suicidal inclination in the bud, any sudden urge to confront the horror that awaits me in the lake bed. Where did that damn jacket get to? Alright, so maybe with this information we can convince the captain to stop being such a pussy. You know? Cool boat. That's got to be the way off. Right there's the fucking ramp. Oh, no. Right here. Control scheme only a mother could love.
What on earth do you want with me now?
I took a look at your logbook, Captain. I read what you wrote when you fled Baranor.
So in that case, you know what I am, right? I'm damned and rotten to the core.
Let me tell you something, Captain. I know that you need to redeem yourself, and I just may be able to help you do that.
How in the hell?
Take the Yukon caravan to Baranor in the Crystal. The migration must go that way.
Baranor. That's impossible. You can't go to there anymore. Never again. Too much happened. Too many died. And also there, in the water.
I'm not afraid of no Kraken.
I think it's time for you to clear your head of all these fanciful stories designed to scare people. Everywhere in the world where the water is deep, people have come up with legends designed to keep children safe. Come on, get up, Captain Obo. Show me what you're made of.
Show me the money.
Miss Walker, first of all, I have to say that you're an incredibly stubborn woman. I'd even say that you're a real, Anyway, I'll stop there. But I get it.
And what am I to conclude from your appraisals?
All right. You can get your gang of little savages and board the Crystal.
Woohoo!
Oh, thank you, Captain, really, with all my heart. And thank you on behalf of the Yukons.
Oh, but be careful now, Captain Girl. You're not there yet. There are 2 conditions, and they aren't negotiable. First, we stop by Narrows. It's a little town just a bit south of Baranor. That will mean we avoid the most radioactive zones, but it won't actually take you too far off your path. And second, we also sail by day. I'm not going to finish up on the Lake Monster's plate. And it sleeps during the day. The beast is usually a bit of a night owl anyway.
I accept, Captain Obo.
In that case, all hands on deck now, sailor, because we've got work to do before we can hoist the anchor.
Come on, Kate. You hurry off and meet with the captain before he changes his mind. I'll go tell Grandfather to join you on board the Crystal with Kirk.
Thank you, Sarah.
Let's go on an adventure. A bon voyage.
All right, Captain. How are the preparations going?
There's quite a bit of work to do before we can hoist the anchor, Miss Kate.
Maybe I can help you out with something.
Well, the coal needs to be stocked up. As for myself, I'll look after getting the water tanks ready to be filled. Take this. It's the code you need for entering the hangar where the coal is kept. You actually need it to use the crane to load the coal onto the crystal. Don't forget to open the storage hatchway first.
How do I open the hatchway to the coal storage on the crystal?
Just turn the wheel on the ship's bridge, sailor.
What do I need the crane for?
This here is for loading all the coal you get from the hangar onto the ship. Use the code I gave you so that you can access the control post.
I'll take care of that, Captain.
We need to set sail as soon as possible, so better hurry up.
We got the code. Open it up. Code was 0509. This is terrible. Fucking dark in here. You gotta shoot. Trying to deduce whether that's a hollow sound or not. Okay. That didn't sound too hollow. Let's shoot. You fucking bimbo. Coltrane! Word of the Wise achievement for getting it right on the first attempt. Change the track so we can get out of the building with the minecart. Yeah. Welcome to the Syberia Get Out. Holy shit, look at that ass. I mean, wow, that's a long climb. gotta load it on the boat.
Apparently you did a very good job loading all the coal, Kate.
Thank you, Captain Obo.
Right. Everything's ready, so we can start filling the water tank. Now we need to connect the water tower to the crystal, then climb up there to manually activate the water flow mechanism.
Let me guess. You're counting on me?
When you're finished, come and see me on board. There's still a lot to do before we're shipshape.
Fantastic. What the fuck? Why is that coming out? Holy fuck, that was annoying.
I took care of the water, Captain.
Oh, what the fuck
Everything
did you
went smoothly.
lose?
Is everything okay?
No. The ignition key for the crystal. I can't find it anywhere. Without it, we can't even start.
Great. This is what happens when you have a drunken retard running the operations.
Come on, just relax. The key has to be around here somewhere.
Good Lord. Now I remember. 20 years ago, when I got back from Baranor without the automatons, everybody was really very hard on me, you know.
Captain, I don't really see what you...
So I spent the whole night in the tavern. You should have seen the state I was in when I got back to the Bridge of the Crystal, and then I threw the crystal's ignition key into the water. I
You
swore
silly
I'd
goose.
never set sail on the cursed waters of the lake again.
So that's it? The ignition key is lost forever?
Yeah. I'm afraid so. I'm really sorry, Kate, but we're stuck. I've made a complete mess of everything again. Again.
There has to be a duplicate for the key.
I don't know. At any rate, when Steiner finished building the crystal, he only actually gave me the one.
I saw a model of the crystal at Simon Steiner's. Is he the one who designed the ship?
Yes, of course.
Maybe he could be of some help then.
Maybe. Who knows?
Don't be so hard on yourself, Captain. I'll find a solution to the key problem.
If you say so.
All right, folks, we need to go to Steiner's to see what we can do about getting a duplicate key. Until then, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. And we'll see you soon outside of Steiner's shop. Thanks for watching.